couldn't play.
We were hoping beyond hope. He didn't practice at all this week, and he was still getting treatment even up until this morning. Yeah. But he just felt like he wouldn't be effective. Had some spasms down in the neck and shoulder area.
How did you think Mario played?
I think he played okay. I mean, I don't think anybody played extremely well. I mean, you can't give up the kind of offense we did today and think anybody played extremely well. They all gave great effort. We'll have to look at it and see. I think he did a few decent things, but I know there were a couple of things he missed, assignments.
Ellis, what did you see from up top with coverage breakdowns and the wide open opportunities they had to receive?
Well, some of the coverage problems were letting the quarterback move around. If you don't get the ball out of his hands on time, you're not going to cover all the routes. You put 5 people out, stretch you vertically and horizontally. If you're going to let it run around for 4.5 seconds, somebody's going to be open. And I thought he did a great job of moving around in the pocket, got out of the pocket, moved up through the middle of the pocket, and a lot of those balls he hit was after he had set his feet. And that being said, we didn't cover extremely well tonight. And part of that, you got to give Arkansas credit. They've got very good wide receivers, and sometimes somebody's just better than you are. And there were a lot of routes out there that got open because they were just better than we were.
Did you see chances where your guys had chances to sack him and he just kind of stepped away from them?
Well, it's more, felt like on the edge sometimes we got into bull rushes and didn't get upfield. And inside our tackles got tied up, couldn't get off blocks and make hits on him when he started moving up inside. But, there were a lot of times where I feel like we just didn't get off blocks. But, the whole thing concerned me about coming in. If we couldn't harass this kid 4 people, it was going to be a problem, because you can't blitz him with all that skill out there on the field. You'll be successful once, but you give up 3 big plays. You start rushing 3 people, and then you got problems with the time you held the ball. So, you don't want to get in that situation. You got to be able to hit him with 4, and I don't think we did a very good job of that. And then a lot of them was coverage problems. He didn't have to hold the ball.
It seemed like early, Ellis, you were able to get some guys into the backfield on him. Some of those he did avoid, but is there anything that they changed about their approach to you guys, or did you guys just not do as good of a job later in the game of getting him?
I thought in the second half, frankly, the field position was suffocating. I don't know if it's mental. I was disappointed in some of the consistency our players played with. They played with great effort. I was real proud of the way they finished the game down there with all the adversity. They played hard the whole game, but there were a lot of things that we weren't on cue. Some coverage technique, or a blitz, or a stunt, or a call, or a check, or something like that. And I think once they hit a few big plays, moved the ball, kids lost their focus a little bit. I'm sort of curious to look at the film and see how much of it we actually had a chance to make a play, and how much of it was just, got beat.
What was your read on what happened on the 68-yarder?
Which one? You talking about the one early in the game?
The one play touchdown drive.
We went a 3-deep zone. They ran 2 verticals. One crossed under the post player. He should have passed that off, and he slid over with it, and they got the other one inside. We didn't get any jam on the receiver on the release either.
Ellis, was Antonio cleared to play by the doctors, and he just decided he couldn't go?
He was basically cleared from any dangerous injury. Okay. No nerve damage, no disc problems, that kind of thing. But that doesn't relieve the problem. You got a muscle spasm.
Right.
You can't turn your neck, and some things like that. He just felt like he was limited. And if he wouldn't have been 100%, I don't know if he did any better than what we had.
How much do you feel that changed what you were able to do defensively tonight? I mean, how much did you miss them tonight?
I don't think you can measure that. How do you say the hypothetical? What plays would Antonio have made? I know one thing, it hurts you when you don't have rotation. At one point, we lost our starting boundary safety and our starting spur safety, and we're down to guys. We're going 2 and out on offense, 1 and out, 4 and out, etc., and we don't have anybody to rotate. That's where I think it really. Mario couldn't get off the field. He's on 2 or 3 kicking games. He's starting with spur, next stage on down package. So he couldn't get off the field. And I think some of his mistakes probably fatigue.
You said Thursday that y'all haven't really gone deep into the playbook yet with coverages. How deep did y'all go today?
I don't remember saying that. I mean, deep into playbook.
Y'all played pretty basic coverages so far this season. Y'all hadn't had to go deep into the playbook.
I don't remember saying that exact quote. We didn't do anything much different tonight. We checked a couple of coverages on their formations because they had certain tendencies. Went from 2 deep to 3 deep, or, those type of things. But got out of blitzes on certain formations, things like that. But we didn't do much more tonight than we've been doing. I just thought we didn't execute it as well, and we frankly played against better players. I don't think any idiot can watch a game and not tell that the quarterback, was a very good player. And when guys got open, sometimes people miss him. He doesn't miss them very often. They drops the ball, but he put them on.
On the 16-yard touchdown pass, was there anything Victor could have done differently, or was that just a situation where that guy, their receiver, won the matchup?
Which one?
The 16-yard touchdown pass that Victor had there, that he kind of was pressed up on him, and the guy got by him?
I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Was Victor?
Yeah.
Okay, it was Victor. I was
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
it was CC.
Sorry,
Yeah, I felt like he played a little bit. Technique wasn't good, but we didn't get the pressure. We can't get the ball out on time. It's hard to cover those guys.
It looked like they rolled out Wilson by design on many plays. Did they catch you by surprise in terms of the way
They had a few
rolled out
boots,
Wilson?
but now
Yeah.
I think you had one sprint out, and it probably had maybe 2 boots, 3 boots. They run those every game. What you saw was people losing containment.
What's your read on Devontae for next week?
I don't have any idea. I haven't been told. They've got the concussion progression. If it's not too severe, it usually takes 2 or 3 days. If they don't respond, then they won't release him. They'll hold him. So we'll just have to see how he responds.
Antonio for sure, though, you think?
I don't know.
That's-
The way he responded this week, I don't think there's any way to predict that.
I think so.